you, they can't wait.
Dennis, you're all cold and clammy.
Well, that's because I just took a bath with ice cubes in it.
Why?
Why? Because I've had enough of cold showers. I've taken 5 already today, and they don't work.
Try exercising.
I broke the lat machine at the gym already. Marley, look, I know we made a deal. We said that we wouldn't make love for a week. Well, you telling me that for good behavior?
Dennis.
Marley, I cannot go another night without...
Sex? Sex. That's all it is, right? Sex, sex, sex. You just don't get it, do you?
Obviously not tonight.
Did you talk to Sam about your problems? Yeah, I tried, but we just end up blaming each other. That's why I came back tonight.
I'm glad you did, sweetie. It'll be all right.
Well, that's what I keep telling Allie. I can just believe that myself. Hey, cutie, come on. I'm going to get you just for bed, and then we're going to get down and say goodnight to everybody, okay? No, I mean, we can't call Daddy. He's working. I feel so sorry for Amanda. It should be Paulita and Jake that are having the problems.
Well, let's take off, sweet pea. I've done my good deed for the day.
Who else did you do today, Jake?
What's your problem?
You're pathetic. Why don't you get lost?
What'd I do?
Well, you were born, Jake. And that was only your first mistake.
Yo, Gardner, I'm not paying you overtime to run up my electricity bill.
Well, gee, Mr. Happiness is here. Did you come here to work or give me a hard time?
Gardner, you're coming into foul territory here.
Sorry.
I thought we had an agreement.
Look, I'll take care of it.
No, it's all right.
Look, I said I'll take care of it.
Look, you don't have to bite my head off.
You're the one who came in here with an attitude.
I was kidding.
Look, okay, here. Your side is clear. Are you happy now?
Boy, what is your problem?
You.
Me?
Yes. You came on to me the other night.
Hell, I did.
All right, look, I didn't come here for a bunch of advice. I came here to tell you to keep your hands off my wedding.
I have done nothing to impede your coming nuptials.
Oh, you haven't, huh? The notes, the firecrackers, the fool's gold, right.
None of it was my doing, except for the fool's gold. I admit that was mine, but then that was clever, wasn't it?
No, that was stupid. He's a wonderful man, and I am very lucky to be with him.
Yes, well, you'd be much luckier if you had what you truly want.
I do.
As the heart grows older, it will come to such sights colder, by and by, nor spare a sigh, through worlds of one-wood leaf meal lie. And yet you will weep, and know why.
What exactly is that supposed to mean?
So much for poetry. It means, dear Victoria, that you, like the girl in the poem, will live a life filled with regret. Yes, you'll cry. You'll cry, my dear. You'll cry for yourself. And mock me. You'll be the one who's responsible.
I want a room full of roses at Victoria's house the morning of the wedding, and then before the ceremony, deliver a huge bouquet to her dressing rooms. Clear it with security. This has to be perfect. Thank you, Martin.
Well, I see you're pulling out all the stops, huh, Grant?
Nothing's too good for Victoria, Dad.
Now who are you calling?
My bride-to-be to say goodnight.
Well, it's late. You don't want to wake Stephen, do you?
You're right. She's been worried about his nightmares. Maybe sleeping in his own bed will take care of that tonight. Where have you been?
Oh, I took a walk down to the carriage house. I wanted to check on security arrangements for the service.
It's Beautiful, isn't it? Grant Harrison.
Senator, it's Stanford here. The Peacock flew the coop.
What? I just left her.
Yeah? Well, she just left her house just before 2200 hours.
She called in to say where she was going?
Negative. I had two of my men following her. She tried to lose them, but they managed to tail her.
Good. Just find her and bring her home.
That might be difficult, sir.
Why? Where did she go?
We trailed her to Carl Hudson's apartment building. How well does she know him?
Rip. I found a man who loves me, loves my child. That's not a bad way to start a marriage.
No, it isn't. But, do you love him?
I care about Grant in a way you could not begin to understand. He's a very decent and honest and honorable man.
Yes. I asked, do you love him?
Well, I mean, what do you think? That I still love Ryan?
Don't you?
For your information, your biological son wouldn't, will not, and never will have anything to do with me. Does that answer your question?
Not really. You do realize, don't you, that this may be a case of history repeating itself? You're following in the footsteps of another young, beautiful and headstrong woman.
Excuse me?
When I ran into the Harrison clan the other day, her absence, or maybe I should more properly say her presence, was quite keenly felt by each and every one of us. Brian and I more than the other two, naturally.
Justine.
Yes, Justine. My Justine. I can't tell you how many times I've called out that name. And the irony is that my son has selected for himself a woman who is so like his mother that he now finds himself in the same predicament. You see, you're running away from Ryan. It's the same as Justine when she ran away from me.
Self-righteous, pompous jackass. I didn't run away from Ryan. He walked out on me.
You gave him cause, didn't you? Forgive me, Victoria, please. But perhaps you could have tried harder.
I did everything but eat gravel to get that guy back, but would he have me? No. Would he forgive me? No, I was unpardonable.
Go back to him now. Go back now before it's too late.
Well, it is too late. I think I'm so much like Justine. Maybe you ought to look in the mirror. Maybe you ought to take a look at what you did to her. Does that ring any bells, set off any alarms for you?
What are you driving at?
You and your son. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree, does it? Neither of you can forgive anyone for anything.
I forgave Justine.
When? When it was too late? Huh? And she'd gone back to Spencer? When? When was it? After she died, giving birth to Ryan? Just when did you deign to forgive Justine?
Perhaps my timing could have been a little better.
Perhaps. Look, I gotta get out of here. I'm sure security's already told Grant that I'm here. There's really gonna be hell to pay for this.
And a life filled with regret. Vicky, this is the greatest loss that you'll ever know. Tell me this, Victoria. If my son came back to you, even now, would you call off this marriage? Would you go back to him?
Never happened. too late.
But what if it isn't, Victoria? What then?
Gardner, you came on to me.
Beans.
Beans?
I would never come on to you. I just got out of a rotten relationship. No way am I going 0 for 2 with a poor risk like you.
Who invited me into her apartment?
Who showed up on my door like a lost puppy?
Oh, yeah, well, who suggested that we watch World Series highlights? Who plied me with popcorn?
I thought you needed cheering up. My mistake was feeling sorry for you.
Okay, all right. All right, I admit that there was a little bit of attraction, but it was mutual.
Says who?
Don't play dumb. I know there's a little body English when Jose Canseco hit one out of the park.
All right, well, maybe I got a little carried away. But you misread the situation.
No. You misread the situation.
Okay, well, maybe we both got our signals crossed. But nothing happened, thank God.
Yeah, well, you can say that again.
Ditto.
Can we just drop this whole thing?
Gladly.
Thank you.
Creep.
I heard that.
Can you turn that down a little? I'm trying to work. So what are you watching anyway?
A tape.
I know it's a tape. What is it?
It's footage from KBAY. Jake got all the guests at the New Year's Eve ball on tape.
So?
So, whoever shot my brother with fake blood has to be from the inside.
Oh, so maybe we've got the guilty party on tape.
Right. It may be a dead end, but I have to follow all the leads.
I mean, why can't you let the cops or the feds handle this?
Because I don't want to see my brother get hurt, okay?
Yeah, but that's our own.
Yeah, well, I mean, I could have missed something.
Yeah, like Vicky.
What?
Oh, come on, tell the truth. I know that you're worried about your brother, but you're doing this for Vicky, right?
Harrison.
Ryan, it's Parker. Do you have any idea why Vicky left her house tonight without informing security?
What? Where'd she go?
She's meeting with Carl Hutchins. Now, can you tell me what business she would have with your father?
No. I can handle this.
No. I've got my men on her.
No, I will take care of Vicky, okay?
Well, guess that answers my question.
Jake, you've worn out your welcome.
I'm waiting for Paulina.
Well, don't hold your breath.
Hey, we came down to say goodnight to everybody.
Oh, good night, bunny.
I thought I told you to leave. Not leaving without you.
Would you like a chocolate? Irish, she has had way too many sweets today. I bet you were spoiled on the road with your daddy, were you? Were you?
I tell you what, Pumpkin, let's go finish that story that Iris was reading you, okay? Before you go to bed.
Amanda, you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks to Jake for bringing me home.
Maybe that was a mistake. Maybe you should have stayed with Sam. You know, you two need to work this out.
I tried doing it Sam's way. It's no life for Allie, or me.
I'm sure Sam doesn't want to lose what you two have, and neither do you.
I don't know what I want anymore.
Maybe you should talk to him, Amanda.
What good?
Call him.
Paulina, what good is it going to do? All we keep doing is running up against the same brick wall.
Look, I know the
And
feeling.
there's nothing I can do about it now. I've got to get Allie to bed. Her schedule is completely off kilter. Okay, everybody. Let's say goodnight.
Oh. I tell you what. I'll help you in. And so will Iris.
I bet. Yes, I think that's a very good idea.
Okay. Here we go. Good night. Good night, everybody. Oh, good night. Good night, Paulina. Good night.
Okay, what'd I do?
You really don't know?
I thought I would get some brownie points for doing the right thing by Amanda. I put my professional butt on the line by ditching my assignment in Cincinnati.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure Sloan is ticked off that you're back in Bay City without any concert footage on Sam, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right. She is.
Don't play dumb with me, Jake.
Rachel told me Sloan went with you to Cincinnati.
So what?
So why didn't you tell me she was going with you? Why did you tell me you were going all alone? Were you planning on a little nookie with the boss?
I love you.
Why do I have to act like a monk to prove it?
Well, I just thought it would help us to open up, that we could, discover some secrets about each other.
I don't have any secrets. I am who I am. I love you, and I'm not afraid to admit that I want you every hour of the day.
24 more hours, that's all we have to wait. 24 hours to stimulate each other's souls and minds.
I don't know how much more stimulation I can take.
Here. Sit down.
What's this?
It's Wuthering Heights. It's a very romantic and tragic love story. I bought us each a copy so that we could read aloud to each other. I'll be Kathy and you be Heathcliff.
Oh, I see. We're going to get to know each other better by pretending that we're someone else, huh?
Well, no, I just thought that we could read about the lovers and then just talk about how we relate or how we don't, how we feel.
The characters in the book? Come on.
Okay, I'll start. This is one of my favorite parts of the whole book. Kathy realizes that she's in love with Heathcliff, but she's dying.
Oh, that's great. Sounds like a real pick-me-up.
They were silent, their faces hid against each other and washed by each other's tears. At least, I suppose, the weeping was on both sides, as it seemed Heathcliff could weep on a great occasion like this.
What?
Well, you see, Heathcliff had been a real insensitive brute through most of the book. Wow. And then when he's finally able to share his emotions, it's too late.
Too late for what?
Kathy's dying. He has to leave her.
Why?
Because her husband is coming up the stairs.
Oh, really? Well, why doesn't he just lock the door and take her in his arms?
Dennis, I'm really beginning to feel like you're fixated or something. I mean, maybe you should just talk to Grant.
Grant? I don't think Grant can help me with this.
Well, I don't know. Ask him how he does it. He's managed not to sleep with Vicky for months. I'm sure their wedding night is going to be incredibly romantic.
Oh, yeah? Grant will be lucky if he can walk down the aisle after not having sex for so long.
Dennis, I'm serious. I mean, they're giving their relationship a chance to grow into something really beautiful, more than Vicky ever dreamed was possible.
Marley, how do you know what they have is so special, huh? You ever thought that maybe Vicky won't sleep with Grant because she's got Ryan on her mind, huh?
Do the concepts of marriage and commitment mean anything to you? I mean, did it ever occur to you that maybe Vicky and Grant truly care about each other and they're waiting for the good of their relationship?
Fine, that's great. It doesn't mean we have to do the same thing, does
Oh, your way is better? Just sex and nothing but sex?
I didn't say that.
But you won't wait one day. You won't even try.
Where are you going?
I'm going to go read Wuthering Heights. It may not have a happy ending, but at least it's romantic. And you're welcome to come with me if you can take it.
I'm out of here.
Where are you going?
I'm going jogging.
When will you be back?
I don't know.
Fine.
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 Fine. Hi. It's me. I'm sorry that I've been such a stranger. Listen, I really need you tonight. Can I come over right away? Yeah, it's, sort of an emergency. Yeah. All right.
I did not cheat on you. I would not fool around with Sloan.
But she'd love to fool around with you, wouldn't she?
It was a business trip. We were working.
Why didn't you tell me Sloan was going?
Because I didn't know until right before I left.
I was with you right before you left, remember?
So?
So, did you know that Sloan was going with you on this overnight pajama party to
It
Cincinnati?
wasn't a pajama party, Paulina. I mean, we were working up ideas for footage of Sam's concert backstage.
You didn't answer the question. You knew Sloan was going with you, and you didn't tell me.
Yeah, all right, I knew. Okay, and the reason I didn't tell you is because I knew you'd throw a temper tantrum, maybe like exactly what you're doing now.
What else have you lied to me about?
See, that's the problem with us. You don't trust me no matter what I
No,
do.
Jake, I want to trust you. I want to believe in you. But then you pull a stunt like this.
This is all your fault anyway.
Me? What did I
It started
do?
when you threw champagne on Sloan at the New Year's party. I mean, I couldn't tell you I was going to be with her, no matter how innocent the business trip. I knew I'd come home to find the door locked from inside, my sleeping bag thrown in the bushes, and a note that said, "Sleep outside, you lying, cheating homewrecker."
I called your hotel over and over, and you were never there. Where were you?
We spent most of the time with Sam. We were working up. Why am I telling you this? I already said it one time.
Did you have dinner together?
She ordered something up.
Where?
Her room.
How long was it before she put the moves on you?
Not long.
I knew it. Nothing happened. Please, Jake, don't make it any worse.
Paulina, did you... Get back here! Trouble, Jake? Oh, you just love that, wouldn't you, right, Joe? Sorry, I'm just gonna have to disappoint you.
Well, we'll see, won't we?
Tell Tommy I miss him. Yes, Hank. I miss you, too. Well, maybe we could have lunch tomorrow. Oh, I'd like that. I'll call you later. Bye. Dennis? Dennis, is something wrong? Have you had a fight with Marley?
You could say that.
About what?
I don't know. It's sort of personal, Mother.
Well, isn't that why you came here, to talk about it?
I should have bothered.
Nonsense, nonsense. You need to talk to someone.
Not to you, Mother. Not about this, all right? This is just a bad move, Dennis.
Oh, come on, come on, come on. You need a female point of view. Now, sit down.
All right, look, I have never loved anyone as much as I love Marley. But suddenly it's not enough for her.
Well, why not?
She seems to think that our relationship is based solely on...
Oh, you mean the physical?
Yes. She believes that I am romantically inept.
Well, you just have to prove to her that you're not.
How? How, Mother? She wants to read Wuthering Heights together.
Well, that's a very romantic novel.
She's just as bored as I am, Mother, but she's afraid to admit it.
Perhaps you'll have to come up with some new ideas about what would bring you closer together.
Mother...
Come on, Dennis, you're very creative.
What if she doesn't like my ideas?
Well, maybe Marley's got a point.
What, you think she's right?
I'm just saying that I think you should try and see her side of things.
You're saying that you don't think that Marley and I have a relationship at all?
I'm home, all right? So would you stop following me?
Victoria? Are you all right?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm just great.
Where did you go?
Nowhere. It doesn't matter anyway. Is Stephen all right?
Yes, dear, he's upstairs asleep.
No nightmares, though, right? No
No,
nightmares.
he's fine. As a matter of fact, he's better off than you are.
Oh, so don't worry about me. I'm fine.
Now, look, the senator told you that you were not to leave this house unless you called on the Secret Service first.
No, it doesn't matter. They followed me anyway.
But did you find them?
They should have followed you.
Ryan, what are you doing here?
Got a call from Parker. So I followed you over from Carl's.
Carl Hutchins. Victoria, did you go and see him?
Bridget, I don't need this right now. Well, I'll just go and check on Stephen.
What you just did was really stupid, Vicky.
Oh, well, thanks a lot.
Not to mention dangerous.
I don't really think it's any of your business.
Your safety is still one of my #1 priorities.
What, you actually believe that your father would hurt a hair on my head?
So what do you say? Was it his idea?
No, actually, it was my idea. I'm putting Carl on notice. I told him I'm marrying Grant, and no one is going to stop me.
I bet he was pleased with that.
He went on some pathetic sort of plea, begging me to see the light and come back to you. I mean, he just cannot get it through his head that we've both rounded the corner, right?
Right.
So I just told him to forget it.
Well, Vicky, what you did was still far too much of a risk.
Lucky for me, I don't live by your rules.
You haven't changed, Vic. I mean, you just keep on thinking about number one. You never even once consider the consequences of your actions.
All right, excuse me. If the lecture is over, I have a lot to do tomorrow for my wedding.
You will never make this marriage work with Grant if you keep on making the same mistakes.
Mother, it is just so frustrating.
I know. But listen, what you and Marlene have is this wonderful chemistry that most people only dream about.
Yeah, I know that. And we're not even enjoying it.
Well, you can't blame Marley, for questioning your feelings.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I love her, and she should just feel that inside.
Oh, Dennis, you're my son, and I love you, but that really is a...
Thanks a lot, Mother. That didn't help me at all.
I'm sorry. Marley is very much aware of your past history.
So what?
Maybe she needs to know that you feel differently about her than you have about all the other women.
I tell her.
Perhaps that's not enough.
I show her, too.
Well, that's funny, because you can't do the one thing that she actually asked you to do.
Mother, she's asking me not to sleep with her to prove a point. Now, that's crazy.
Well, yeah, you're right. I guess it is a little extreme. Well, maybe she just needs to convince herself that you mean what you say.
I feel like I'm being put to the test.
You are.
What if I fail?
What if you don't?
What if I'm not what she needs?
You have to let her decide that.
Fine. You got any ideas? I'm all tapped out.
Yeah. Have you heard of the old saying? Fight fire with fire?
Yeah.
All right, well then do it. You give Marley everything she wants. And more.
Well, Victoria, there you are.
Ryan, what are you doing here?
Heard that Vicky took off again.
We heard the very same thing.
We were on our way over to Carl's when we got word that Vicky was home.
You must have been over here like a shot, Ryan.
Well, if I'd known you were coming, I never would have bothered.
Well, I appreciate that you were concerned.
Yes, we all were.
Well, now that Grant's here, I think I'll let him handle the situation.
I am not a situation, thank you, and I don't need to be handled.
Good luck. What was that all about?
Oh, nothing. Ryan was just being a pain, and I do not need a babysitter.
I think you do. Vicky, whatever possessed you to go see Carl Hutchins?
Oh, I don't know. I just wanted to hear some opera. So I told Carl it was time for the fat lady to sing.
What does that mean,
He had
Victoria?
to be there.
What did Carl say to you?
He denied he's the one making the threats against Grant's life, and I believe him.
You can't be serious. How could you believe a word from that two-faced gangster?
Because he's Ryan's father.
That didn't stop him from trying to kill Grant once before.
Look, we really talked turkey, and I think he was being straight with me.
I wouldn't believe a word he said.
I think the feeling is mutual.
Oh, I'm sure. Does he claim to know who's behind the threats?
No, he doesn't. He's as much in the dark as we are.
Oh, I doubt that very much. He must have given you some idea as to what he's doing back in Bay City.
Spencer, I didn't shine a light in his face and give him the third degree, all right?
Vicky, why are you suddenly taking his side?
I'm not!
Yes, you are.
Dad, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Victoria alone.
Maybe you can reach her. I'll see you at home.
be honest now?
Oh, come on, not you,
Maybe
too.
you'd like to tell me what's really going on.
I already told you everything.
No, you haven't. I could tell that when I came in here and saw you with Ryan. What else did Carl say? Are you? What else did Carl say?
Oh, just the usual, you know, that I was making a mega mistake by marrying you.
And that you belonged with Ryan. Is that what the two of you were talking about when I came in here?
Grant, I told Ryan the same thing I told Carl. I'm marrying Grant Harrison because I'm crazy about him. Because he lets me be who I am. He doesn't try to make me someone I'm not.
I do love you, Victoria.
I wish we were married already and tonight was our wedding night.
Me too.
How about giving me a little hint about our honeymoon?
What, spoil the surprise?
Please.
Oh, it's, very far away.
Real?
Very remote.
Antarctica?
It'll just be the two of us.
Timbuktu?
We won't see, or hear, or notice anyone else. And Carl, he won't be anywhere near us.
So where's Vicky now?
With Grant.
So she's okay. I mean, she wasn't hurt or anything. Well, that must make you happy. Guess not. So why did she go to see Carl anyway?
I don't know. I'm a PI. I'm not a mind reader.
You suppose they talked about you? Well, maybe he'll send you another message on the computer.
Maybe you can be quiet so I can get some work done, okay?
Ryan,
Yeah.
have you been able to reach Carl?
Oh, yes.
Now, we have to find out what he said to Vicky.
Well, I tried to call him on the way over here, but he's not talking to me. I don't know why. Just wish he'd never come back to Bay City.
I know this is difficult for you, son. But remember, no matter what happens, you can always come to me.
Oh, well, I think I just got in the way, that's all.
You know, if we Harrisons stick together, Carl Hutchins can never come between us. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were alone.
Dad, I would like you to meet Brett Gartner, the architect of my nightmares.
Hi, Mr. Harrison.
How do you do?
Good.
Well, I'd better be going. Let me know if you hear from Carl.
I will.
And Ryan, thank you for what you did tonight.
Yeah, well, somebody had to do something.
No. You got to Vicky faster than anyone could. You're the only one who can read her moods.
Well, I think it would be better if, I think Vicky and Grant would feel better if I was out of the way. I've made up my mind. After the wedding, I'm dropping out of the investigation. I think I'll just leave that to the other security guys.
Ryan, I know you care about them both a great deal. The wedding can't change what's in your heart.
Good night, Dad.
Good night.
Well, hey, I don't have to sleep in the driveway. I must be moving up in the world.
Why don't you go camp out at Sloan so you can be there when she gets back?
Actually, I'd rather stay here. Pin! We can wrestle if you want.
I won't forgive you.
For what? I didn't do anything.
I've
watching you flirt with Sloan right under my nose, and I'm sure it's much worse when I'm not there to stop you.
You're right. I do flirt sometimes to get what I want.
Great. Maybe you can make it back to Cincinnati before sunrise so you can surprise Sloan in bed.
I don't want Sloan. I want you.
I will not put up with you seducing other women.
Well, it never goes any farther than flirting.
Right. Until Sloan gets
I'm
her
a
way.
big boy. I can say no.
And risk losing your job? That's all that's important to you.
You are important to me. You are the only one that I care about.
Don't start.
It's true, Paulina. You are the only one that I want.
I hate it when you get this way.
What, when I get honest?
Oh, don't give me that look.
What look?
That you can't resist me, so don't even try look.
True. Hey. It's true, Paulina. You're the only one that I want, and as long as I have you, I don't care about anybody else.
I hate you, you know.
I know.
Jake said that I should go talk to Sam. But it really wasn't any use.
Well, what did Sam say?
What is he going to say, Mom? He's not going to give up his career now, and I'm not going to give up mine. And there's no way that I can live on the road with Sam. It's a terrible life for Allie.
You've got to do what's best for your daughter. Honey, you and Sam have been through difficult times before.
Yeah, but not like this. I'm scared, Mom.
Well, look, maybe the two of you just need some time apart. That way, it'll help you both understand what's important.
And what if that doesn't work?
If it's meant to be, sweetie, you get through this.
I went down there to try and make things work. I thought I could make it work, and all I did was make things worse.
Well, maybe you didn't. Maybe it'll be all right.
And what if it's over?
If it's over, you still got your family.
Wait, where have you been?
Oh, I was jogging. Are you asleep?
No, I was reading.
Oh, what, Wuthering Heights? That was, what's her name?
Kathy?
Yeah,
She's dead.
it's a bummer. How's he taking it?
Heathcliff is banging his head up against a tree.
Well, it's one way of dealing with it, I suppose.
You don't have to pretend like you're interested, Dennis.
Oh, actually, I am. I was jogging, and I said to myself, Self, maybe Marley's right. Maybe you do put too much emphasis on sex.
You know, it's not that I have anything against sex. It's just...
No, I think maybe we should do it your way.
You do?
Sure. How else are we going to get to know one another?
You mean it?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm serious. I mean, we gave it a week, right? But that's not much of a chance. How about a month?
A month?
Hey, you want to go for 2?
No. No, a month is fine.
All right, yeah, great. You got a problem with that?
No. No.
Oh.
No problem.
Oh, okay, good. Well, I guess maybe I'll go pick up 2 copies of Lolita. I hear that's very hot.
A month?
Watching that New Year's Eve party again?
Yeah. Gardner, weren't you leaving?
No, I want to stay. How about some popcorn?
Oh, no. No. You might accuse me of, coming on to you again.
Get real.
Hey,
What?
It's weird.
I
really wish you didn't have to leave.
Yeah, but, you should get to bed because you have a lot to do tomorrow.
You know that tomorrow night is the last night I'll have to sleep alone.
Thank God.
I know it was my idea to stay here, but I really miss being with you.
Well, maybe I could stay for just a little while.
What do you think we should do to entertain ourselves?
Oh. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea.
Okay. Maybe we should open some wedding presents.
That's a good idea. Isn't that bad luck, though?
No. One or two on her. Besides, maybe if we get started, we'll have them all opened by our 50th wedding anniversary.
Wouldn't that be wonderful?
Okay, this is pretty.
Where's the card?
I don't know. It's probably inside. Beautiful.
There's no notes.
Must have gotten lost.
Must have.
What's wrong?
Something familiar about this.
Grant's bride-to-be should be more careful. She makes for an easy target. So what's our next move?